in business, I wanted to complete a finance master at the London School of Economics. And then after some years working at McKinsey,
an interrupted game. The mathematical mastery of the dice shifted from Italy to France in the mid-17th century when two big hitters, Blaise Pascal and Pierre de Fermat, started applying their minds to predicting the future of these tumbling cubes.
Successful in the first years of your career. I draw from my experience having worked at McKinsey for 6 years in a consulting role and now in a C-level position at a German retailer.
Pascal had become interested in trying to understand the role of dice after the meeting one of the great gamblers of the day, Chevalier de Maillet. De Maillet had challenged Pascal with a number of interesting scenarios. One was a problem Galileo had cracked. But the others included whether it was advisable to bet that at least 1 6 will appear if a dice is thrown 4 times, and also the now famous problems of points. Pascal entered into a lively correspondence with a great mathematician and lawyer Pierre de Fermat, in which they tried to sort out the problems set by the de Maillet. With a throw of 4 dice, one could consider the 6 times 6 times 6 times 6 equal 1296 different outcomes and count how many include the 6. But that becomes a pretty cumbersome. Instead, Pascal reasons that there is a 5/6 chance, 5 over 6 chance that you won't see 6 with a 1 throw. Since each throw is independent, that means there is a 5 over 6 times 5 over 6 times 5 over 6 times 5 over 6 equal 625 over 1296 equal 48.2% chance that you won't get a 6 in 4 throws. Which means there is a 51.8% chance that you will see a 6, just above an event chance, so worth betting on. Wow. So logical, right? The problem of points was even more challenging. Suppose 2 players, let's call them Fermat and Pascal, are rolling a dice. Fermat scores a point if the dice lands on a 4 or higher. Pascal scores a point otherwise. Each, therefore, has a 50-50 chance of winning a point on any roll of dice. They have wagers 64 pounds, which will go to the first to score 3 points. The game is interrupted, however, and can't be continued when Fermat is on 2 points and Pascal is on 1 point. How should they divide the 64 pounds? This is so famous story, right? Narrative. Traditional attempts to solve the problem focused on what had happened in the past. Maybe having won twice as many rounds as Pascal, Fermat should get twice the winnings. This makes no sense. If, say, Fermat had won only 1 round before the game was interrupted, Pascal would get nothing but still has a chance of winning. Niccolo Fontana Tartaglia, a contemporary of Cardano, believed after much thought that it had no solution. The resolution of the question is judicial rather than mathematical, so that in whatever way the division is made, there will be a cause for litigation. others weren't so defeated. Attention turned not to the past, but to what could happen in the future. Wow! Attention turned not to the past, but to what could happen in the future.
Here they have different types of exercises where they show you charts and data.
In contrast to the other problems, they are not trying to predict the roll of the dice, but instead need to imagine all the different future scenarios and to divide the spoils according to which version of the future favors which player. It is easy to get fooled here. There seems to be 3 scenarios. Fillmore wins the next round and pockets 64 pounds. Pascal wins the next round, resulting in the final round, which either Pascal wins or Fillmore wins. Fillmore wins in two out of the three scenarios, so perhaps he should get to 2/3 of the winnings. It was the trap that Demere fell into. Pascal argues that this isn't correct. The Chevalier Demere is very talented, but he is not a mathematician. This is, as you know, a great fault. A great fault indeed. Pascal, in contrast, was great on the mathematical front and argues that spoils should be divided differently. There is a 50-50 chance that Fillmore wins in one round, in which case he gets 64 pounds. But if Pascal wins the next round, then they are equally likely to win the final round, so could divide the spoils 32 pounds each. In either case, Fillmore is guaranteed 32 pounds, so the other 32 pounds should be split equally, giving Fillmore 48 pounds in total. Wow! Fillmore, writing from his home near Toulouse, concurred with Pascal's analysis. You can now see that the truth is the same in the Toulouse as in the Paris.
But they talk about that from their perspective, most MBA schools require about 600 to get PhD just from your desktop research, reading online forums and so on. I concluded that the average of the WHU is probably around 650. So while this is not an official number, you can see that it is significant.